Yeah. Dumb guys. Do racing. Podcast, baby. Click on, lights up, lobby in the queue. Four friends talk trash like the pit's on view. Sean set the tone, got the room on lock. Jimbo, crack jokes, crowd pop at the shop. Coach Mike break it down, lap time in his notes. Todd Wild on the line, late break, big smoke. From Gran Turismo nights in a shakedown run to that sim rig life where the dumb guys run. Dumb guys do racing. We just slide and laugh from the couch to the track. We ain't holding back. Dumb guys do racing. Yeah. Hit the gas, hear the stories crash. It's the crew, it's the cash. You gon' run that back.
Woo, baby! Welcome back to another brand new episode of the Dumb Guys Do Racing podcast. And I'm here with the boys, Jimbo, Coach Mike, and Todd. Yo. Rocking and rolling.
Wow, what energy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, fucking energy.
Drive.
It's fucking Monday morning.
I forgot about me.
Toby.
And Toby is joining us.
Toby
too.
usually gets in here a little bit later. I already forgot.
Yeah.
It's early.
Yeah, but the show hasn't started yet.
That's right.
No, it's
Oh,
official.
now it has.
Now it's officially started.
Plaka.
I gotta get that plaka.
Boy, Plaka.
Wow, the energy, guys.
Yeah,
We are bringing it this morning.
we are.
Well, with all the NRL and Man U.
Right.
Exhausted.
I ate a shit ton of meat last night.
Ate golf and golf.
Yeah.
What about that? What about that putt? If nobody's looked at it,
Oh, what?
What?
What kind
Putt
of-
up the hill, curls
Oh.
back around, and goes in.
Oh, shit.
Sickest putt ever.
Sickest putt
Yeah.
ever. And I have to thank Mike, because Mike was the one who took the first shot, and he's like, "Oh, this is totally fucked. I think if I aim at this tree, it's like if I aim at this tree, I think it'll curve around." So he like aims up the hill and it curves around and comes right back down to almost where he punted it from. And he's like, "Okay, see that double tree right there? I think if you aim at that double tree, it'll go in." So I aim at the double tree and it goes, "Ooh."
Ooh.
He goes, "Oh yeah." I was like, "Oh, thank God." That was the worst course ever.
What course was it?
It was
Custom.
custom made.
Oh,
Somebody made
okay.
it, and
Oh,
I was
shit.
like, "Oh, Bandon Dunes. This is a local court. Well, local meaning 4.5 hours away. But this is a coast this is a course that's on the Oregon coast. Yeah, let's play this. I want to see how accurate it is. It's not very accurate at all.
No.
But it was fun. But it was
Oh my God, hard.
it was difficult to say the least.
No bogeys
Oh,
or
man.
nothing, but it was just like, what the fuck, man.
Damn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
And-
Sean, I think you have something to announce.
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Fogo de Chao.
No, not Fogo.
Oh, dude. I think I'm still in a food coma from it. It was so good. I ate so much meat.
Well, I would say this about Fogo de Chao. No offense to Fogo de Chao, but it's too much money for what you get.
I don't know. I think I ate my money's worth. I made sure of that. Dude, oh my God. We were there like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
And I was
that's
just,
the usual.
I got only a little
Bring
bit.
me more
I only
meat.
got a little bit of rice, a few pineapple, and that was it. And it was just fucking the meat. Oh my, the bacon wrap steak, the bottom sirloin, those were my favorites. Had some tomahawk, a little bit of Wagyu. Oh, dude. And they just kept coming. Some sausage, some chicken, bacon wrap chicken.
Did you get the cheesy puffs or whatever?
They're
creamy cheesy puffs.
the little bread that they put at the table. Was that what?
No.
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 Oh,
That's
where
what
they
they put
drizzle
at the
the honey
table.
and shit on it.
Dude, they're like cheese puffs.
I don't
It's
know
like
if I got that.
pillowy, cheesy.
Yeah, no.
Easy poofs.
Oh my
No
gosh.
cheesy
Those-
poofs for me.
Those are the best.
Meat.
Those are the best thing there.
All right,
And-
enough about food.
Oh, dude.
Enough about food. You have something else to announce?
God, you're gonna have to give me a hint. NRL? Yeah, I
Our
don't know.
special guest today.
I thought you were gonna do that.
No, that's
job,
your
Jimbo.
job.
Oh my
That's your
bad.
job,
See, I'm
Sean.
telling you, I'm off, boys. I'm off. Too much meat last night.
Oh,
We got a special guest all the way from the UK. Who
Thank
is
you.
it, Jimbo? Who is it?
JK85, commentator for the NRL League.
There you go.
Hi guys.
Forever.
God damn it.
I need some of that tomahawk. Did
Bro,
they ask you to
dude.
leave after you ate all that food?
What kind of
Melts
sauce was
in
that?
your mouth. Melts in
dude.
your mouth.
The problem is, it was an actual tomahawk, and they smacked him on the
They
head.
did.
Fuck that.
They did.
Yeah. Did they hit you too hard with that? Did they?
Oh,
Fucking
big time.
Christ.
That's why I kept eating the meats.
Oh,
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, it sounds like you definitely got your money's worth out of that.
I
Did they
did.
ask you to leave in the end? Did
Well, I'll say I was a bit uncomfortable last night trying to sleep, and I was a bit full
Did
still.
you get
Oh
the meat
yeah.
sweats?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But it was worth it. It was worth it. I knew it was gonna happen. Cause, dude, I had to
I need
eat
to
my
try
money's
this one
worth.
day.
Had to eat my money's worth at least. Had at least
So
20
is it like
ounces.
a buffet? Is it, or they just keep giving?
They
food
just
out?
keep coming
it
around.
sort of is.
Yeah.
You have a paddle that has a green side and a red side, and if the green side is still up, they just keep bringing you meat.
Just
They just
keep,
keep
and
giving
I
you
just
food.
left
Oh,
it on
okay.
green the whole time. They
Yeah.
just
They
kept
just-
on
the
coming.
like bottomless food.
Oh yeah.
Pretty. It's a very expensive sort of buffet.
Yeah.
Sort
Yeah,
of. It's like
yeah.
a meat buffet.
Oh,
I
it
got you.
is
Yeah,
fucking
high end.
delicious.
High end.
I think
Fogo
this
de
place
Chao
is so
great
new.
If somebody else is.
Yeah.
It's great if somebody else pays for it.
Oh yeah, that would be.
I mean,
amazing.
anything's better when someone else pays
Yeah.
for it.
Oh, fuck it.
It would really be
It's
good.
better when someone pays for it.
I wouldn't have
I
eaten
don't
so
have all that
much.
fucking
It's
regret.
like,
shame
I could really do with a
regret.
new sim rig. If someone else pays for it, that's
Right?
great.
Oh, yeah.
gosh. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes, please. Somebody else needs to pay for my sim rig. For sure. Actually, my sim rig is great. They need to pay for my new podium pedals.
Oh,
Oh, very nice. Yeah,
Oh.
they're
That's-
looking
that's
pretty
what they need.
pretty sweet.
yes.
They look.
I want
They
those.
do look fantastic. Yeah. Oh, did you see that? Misha? Is it Misha who has them?
And Jimmy, yeah, they had them in their.
Yeah, they had them in their
pits.
rigs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I saw
Yeah, I
Misha
haven't
do.
seen it.
Yeah, Misha did a video where he's driving around somewhere.
Well, I
And
think
it's like-
Digit will probably be the next one to have
Yep.
him because now he is an official
Yeah,
Fanatec
that's fine.
ambassador.
He put that up, didn't he? Did you?
Yeah.
Recently, that he's now an ambassador.
So well
That's a
deserved.
great achievement for him.
Oh,
I really
yeah.
like. I really like.
I like Digit
Me too.
a lot.
He
Same.
just hit
Digit's-
70,000.
Oh,
So
good.
Oh,
congrats
hell
to
yeah.
him.
Good
He should be at
job.
100, but
He'll get there.
He should be well up there.
He'll get
He
there.
should be well up there. He is such a good racer.
He
he
is.
is. And just a good dude. And yeah,
Just seems-
Yeah,
it
and I
seems
like the way he
he's,
explains things. He's really calm and methodical.
Mm-hmm.
he is.
And he,
Not like his main competitor who happens to reside in your country.
who's that? Which one's that one?
Someone who rhymes with 25.
The guy everybody loves.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Mate, I was there, mate.
I was there. You can't do that.
I thought he stopped. Is he back?
There's a lot of that going on, though, isn't there, with some of the streamers? There's always like this idea of, oh, you can't do that, or why have you done that? Well, not all of us are spending 8 hours a day racing, and
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
sometimes the blood goes to our head and we make a mistake. So
Well, he is never in the wrong, apparently.
No. He never does anything wrong
Yeah.
at all, ever.
yeah,
Ever.
But,
He's always on it.
but definitely fair play to the streamers. I mean, they're doing amazing. But I do think sometimes you just need to take a second that one, all of these might not be adults; they could be children.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And also on top of that, you know, I like to think I'm quite a quick driver, but I make mistakes because I'm not spending hours and hours and hours doing the same race. You know,
Exactly.
I don't have the time.
Exactly.
Well, you know, I haven't touched dailies in ages, and when I do touch them, I end up getting smashed off the track anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not worth it.
How long have you been driving for?
So I think you can tell I'm an old man like yourselves, and I started back in the Commodore 64 days. And I was talking to Jimbo earlier
I
about
saw
a game
that
called
picture.
Pit Stop. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that game was called Pit Stop, and I was just saying that you had to actually physically change the tires on the car for that game. And so and so when Gran Turismo, the first one, came out, I was amazed that you could oversteer a car and fishtail it out of a corner. I was just like, what is this? How can you do it? So yeah, I've been racing for a long time, mainly on control pad. Not last year. Oh no, it was last year. Last year I got a Logitech G29 wheel, and then that sort of elevated me to a different level. And then I recently, a couple of months ago, bought a Fanatec
Ooh,
with
nice.
some V2 pedals. So
Oh.
yeah, and
I'm
I'm
rocking the
also a
V2s.
VR driver now. I got VR
Ooh, welcome.
last
Yeah.
Welcome
June,
to the
last
VR
August.
Mafia.
Yeah. So I much prefer it, and my attitude on it was, when I first put it on, is I actually don't care if I'm slower now, because I prefer playing the game and racing using VR. So at that point I didn't care if I got slower, but actually I think I got a bit quicker with the VR.
Do we have
Yeah.
our first UK PDX VR
I think,
Mafia?
I think so.
What? Look at all you assholes missing out on becoming part of PDX.
Come be an elitist with us, JK.
Yes.
Yeah, join us.
Elitist.
You need to be an elitist with us because
You
Yeah,
only knew the power of the dark side.
I'm the
That's
higher
right.
power now.
Do it.
Put some goggles over my head.
yeah, it's a game changer. It really is.
Yeah.
I
What
can
I found with it
understand-
is you can pick out the apex a bit better, and the elevation changes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the elevation
Be able
change
to
is huge.
be able to look where you're going. Where you
Yeah.
wanna go.
So there's like some corners where there's like a slight hump in it, and if you have your foot flat on the accelerator, you're going to spin the rear tires. Whereas you can see that in VR, so you know just to have a slight lift or straighten the wheel up a bit more. So when you go over there flat-footed, you're not going to get a whole ton of oversteer.
Correct.
I have
Well,
like
No,
super
here's something-
good amounts of car control now in VR.
Here's something super. I can't.
You've been eating meats.
Well,
kind of meat.
last
Yeah.
night. That's a gay joke, everybody. It's because I'm gay. I'm gay.
Loves the D.
Oh, fuck.
So
how was it?
It was great. It's fantastic. It's the best meat you'll ever have in your mouth.
Sticks, not in your
Tube
I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it.
So, last night during manufacturers, I just wasn't fast. And then I realized that I wasn't looking ahead. I was like concentrating on the apexes, and I'm looking 25 yards in front of me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you need to look ahead. As soon as I started tracking my eyes, way ahead of me, I got faster. I got way faster.
Yeah, because it's then you having that eye-hand coordination. I don't know if any of you ride motorbikes, but I don't anymore. Did after having kids, I got rid of it. But with motorbikes, you're taught that if you're like going slow and you're looking at the ground, you end up kind of falling off the bike. Whereas if you put your eyes up and you look where you're going, your whole body then does what it needs to do to keep the bike where it needs to be. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like with me in VR, it's just where you look, your hands, and
I'm
the
a
car
fellow biker.
follows.
Yeah. Toby's
Oh, there you
fellow
go. So you know
motorcyclist.
exactly what I'm talking about then.
Your
as
body
well.
just naturally knows what to do almost. It's a weird thing. It just, like, even in driving, it just, where you look, your body just knows what to do to
That's right.
go to where you're looking. It's just like
it just all works.
when
It's
you're
like a bunch of
walking,
puzzles.
like when you're walking and or running on foot, even where you're looking is where you're going. You know what I mean? Your body
That's
just
right.
naturally, the mechanics of things, it just kind of does it. You don't even have to think about it.
Absolutely, and it does take a little getting used to actually.
It does.
Going from like a flat screen to VR, because you then realise how much detail you're missing from a flat screen. Like I don't like when I was racing on flat screen. So for a long time, I was controller on a flat screen. It was just on my living room telly, and I would be really focused on my braking point, whether it was a curb or was it a tree or whatever. Now they're less of an importance, and I can feel the car better, and I used a peripheral vision to pick up those little bits, and it just makes it a lot more seamless. So I would recommend, and I know Jorge, I think he mentioned he's not too much of a fan of it, but I'm a huge fan. I think everyone should at least give it a go.
Yeah. For me, I just find it hard to believe that people who try it don't fall in love with it and then can go back to flat screen. I have a hard time, I don't know, accepting it or just believing in how they can go back to flat screen after trying VR.
I don't think they
like I said, if I was
time.
even slow in VR, I was going to stick it anyway.
Oh yeah,
like,
the experience is just everything I've always wanted. Being in the car like that, and it looks so good.
It does.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this: I love it, obviously, in driving. But here's one example: the VR and the experience of doing things in VR is so amazing that I am actually in real life. I'm afraid of flying. I get panic attacks on planes and shit like that. I fly fucking planes in VR.
Just love
it. I mean, because it's fucking amazing. But I'm fucking terrified on a plane.
Well, I will say that yes, Mike enjoys his flying, whether it's the actual simulator or going in and flying like Aces of Thunder. Mike loves flying.
It's amazing. It's one of the most amazing things ever.
I've heard it's really good, and I've heard Ace of Thunder is incredible. I would like to give that a go.
You need to get that because it's if you spend $45, you get all the planes though.
Yeah, so it's worth the money. It's a cheap game, realistically, for what it is compared to other stuff and what you get and the experience out of it. And if you enjoy that, I've been doing the beta. Microsoft Flight Sim on PlayStation. The VR is coming out next week or this week sometime. I've been doing the beta, and it's fucking amazing. Just flying different types of planes around, seeing things around the world that you've never been. You can fly over your neighborhood.
I remember playing Flight Simulator 95, I think it was, on a battered old PC.
Oh yeah.
Flying from London to Chicago for whatever reason. I don't know why.
Hey.
Like the other day, I flew, like Jim was watching. I flew around the freaking pyramids. It was fucking amazing.
Yeah, he stuck his head out. He stuck his head outside the plane for even a better view. It was fucking awesome.
That was funny.
Well, what's crazy is I played Flight Simulator 95, and I had a yoke.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what the yoke was? So it literally was like a yoke that you strap to a table and you put the mouse on it.
Oh, okay.
And it used
I had nothing like that. I used a keyboard and mouse.
It was so up to date. You're like, oh my gosh, it's like really flying. You know, the things that go through your head as a fucking 17, 18-year-old, you're like, man, this is fucking amazing.
Yeah, right.
Well,
I did eventually buy, like a joystick and then a throttle. Microsoft brought their own one out. It had full speed back. And I bought that, but I didn't buy that for flying. I actually bought that for, I don't know if any of you guys played it, but Mech Warrior 4.
Oh, yeah.
Which was, you're basically piloting these big, massive robots and shooting lasers and machine guns at people.
Yeah.
That's what I played. Yeah.
I'm a huge mech guy.
Yeah, I
massive.
I love mechs. They're so cool. I was so happy when what was the last game that they brought out? Oh, what was the name of it? God damn it.
They've got MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, haven't they? I think they've on the Clans one they've done as well. So Mech Tech.
Well, they've got the old one that was on console. That was a first-person shooter, but you gained mechs also.
Yeah.
Oh shit! My brain is like everybody else.
I know what one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Armored Core, wasn't it, or something like that?
No,
Oh,
not
I
Armored
played that
Core,
one.
but they had the COD came out with a version of its own right after because everybody loved it so much.
Wasn't it Titan or something like that?
Titanfall.
Yeah.
Titanfall.
My son
That's it.
played
Yeah.
that.
I played that game
was-
through. Fucking
That was so much
good.
fun. So much fun. Yeah, but I love I wanted to get on Xbox. They had a mech warrior game with a full 172 button joystick foot pedal.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's what I used. I used to play that competitively as well, and
Oh wow.
it wasn't very popular in Europe or the UK, so I ended up playing with Americans till stupid o'clock while I was doing an apprenticeship as an electrician.
Oh, damn.
And so I was going to bed at 4 a.m, waking up at 6 because my boss was coming to collect me in a van. Yeah.
Wow.
And he's telling you to stop going out and drink. Yay.
Yeah, and I'm not.
You're like, I'm not.
I'm not. I'm doing that before, and then I'm going out and then I'm playing my PC.
That's why you're staying up till 4 because you went to the pub and then played.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Get
right.
sucked
Double
into
vodka and
Mech
Red Bulls
Warrior.
keep you awake and get you drunk at the same time.
Oh,
Yes,
man.
they do.
I'm surprised they don't have a
Give me a
VR version of that.
Yeah, I would like to think if they ever did that. I'll be honest with you. I was speaking to one of the guys I still stay in contact with the group that I played with all way back 20 odd years ago now, and they're thinking about restarting the leagues, and there's a company that's looking at making a newer version of it, which is exciting to think about.
Oh yeah.
So I'll keep you posted. If more I hear about it, the more I'll let you know.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not going to say I was ever good at it, but I loved playing it. Loved playing it. So much fun. So you have been you're old like us. You're elderly gentlemen. So you've been around since Gran Turismo 1.
Yes.
And like you said, it was incredible having a car fishtail and all that stuff. And you didn't get the joys of Gran Turismo 3 or 4 where Fanatec actually came out with the first quotes force feedback.
No, I didn't. I'll be honest with you. I didn't get into competitiveness or even thinking I was any good at Gran Turismo, if I'm honest with you, until I played Gran Turismo 7. So I played all the Gran Turismos apart from Sport. For whatever reason, I thought Sport wasn't going to be very good. And actually, I regret that thought process because I think it would have set me up quite well for Gran Turismo 7. Because I felt like I've had to do a lot of learning playing Gran Turismo 7 that I could have done playing Gran Turismo Sport. But yeah, I was just controller, and then having a few of my friends come around so we could do the 24-hour races together. Just so to say that I've done it and complete the game.
So, oh wow, I'm good today. I'm as haunted as fucking A. Come on, Jimbo. Fucking A.
Pull it
Did you not
together.
have your tea?
No, I didn't have my tea this morning.
There you go.
You need a cup of tea and a biscuit. You need a cup of tea and a biscuit.
Yeah, I can't have crumpets or biscuits because I'm diabetic, asshole.
Well, have it anyway and just stick yourself with a pen afterwards.
Well, there you go.
No, I gotta take extra metformin, which makes me fucking shit.
Oh, TMI.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
Cut
have
that
my
out,
metformin.
Sean.
Have my metformin, and half an hour later, look out! Here the water comes. Fucking shitty, literally shitty. Yeah, it's fucking awful.
So,
Yeah.
so what got you into GT7 after?
There you go. That's the
being-
question that I was looking for.
being out of it for a while.
Yeah, so the reason being because it was going back to its original core of having hundreds of cars. You know, it had the biggest draw was the fact that it had the second-hand market again, which I loved. I remember collecting cars and then saving your. You remember the memory sticks for the PlayStation 1 and 2.
Yep.
Yeah,
And I'll go around to my friends out. These are all the cars I've
Take your
got, and you'd have to
garage
bring.
with
You'd have to take your whole garage with you. I that was what brought me back, and then I was racing just offline, and then I started YouTubing a bunch of stuff just to sort of help me with more like money making, if that makes sense, to try and collect all the cars. And then I bumped into Erie Is on YouTube, and then Super GT, and then I could see that there was this whole ecosystem online of online racing. And then so I dipped my toe into the GT Sport side of it, and then the rest is history, really.
Now, did COVID have a little bit to do with it, or was this after the COVID era?
So, no, COVID didn't have much to do. I'll be honest with you. When COVID hit, I was pretty much playing Tom Clancy's Breakpoint quite a lot, and just shooters. I wasn't really doing much racing. It was literally, I would probably say about 2.5 years ago, I started playing Gran Turismo again, and like I said, I wanted to get a bit better, and started YouTubing more and more. And then all by accident really, and now I absolutely love it. You know, I've done the PHG's World Series, won the Manu Championship on season 2, so they had like a single part, and then it went into a manufacturer's finals. I don't know if you can remember. And I raced under the Lamborghini manufacturer. Me and Papayoso, who's an Argentinian driver, me and him were the two Lamborghini drivers that ended up winning that little bit. But Jorge won the overall championship as a single driver. And I've not done NRL, but I have commentated, and I've really enjoyed that. And I'm currently racing in the IRO Sprint Series. So my sort of experience went from nothing to almost like 100%.
Full in.
It seems like you jumped in with both feet.
Yeah, literally, and I tend to live my life like that. To be honest, I'll just give it a go.
Go big or go home.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Well, yeah, I just get told I'm rubbish or shit, and then I'll just go home with my ball, so to speak. I'll take my ball home then.
Well, yeah.
Now, what type of cars are you into in GT7 as far as racing? Are you a Group 3 guy? Do you like
So
high
I really
downforce
like Group
cars?
3.
Okay.
I love Group 3. I like Group 2. But I actually, and I know this is everyone talks about Group 4 and the BOP is pretty poor, but I find that the most closest racing I've had has been with Group 4 cars. And
Yeah.
I appreciate that, you know, that there's a meta to that, and Citroen at the moment seems to be the best car for anything. But if you just put that to one side and accept that Citroen is going to be the meta for every track, and you just solely focus on the racing, you can race really closely with a lot of drivers and have a good fun. Okay, you're not driving the car that you like.
But it is side-by-side racing and
Yeah,
very, very
yeah.
close in the Group 4s.
Yeah, and I think that's within a lot of people's skill sets. So you can be a fast driver, but because Group 4s are that little bit slower, the error of margin is a little bit bigger. Whereas with a GT3 car, for example, or Group 3 car, sorry, you can oversteer them pretty easy, you know, or you can miss your break point, and before you know it, you're taking somebody out. I think it's a good proving ground, Group 4s, in my opinion.
I agree with that statement for sure. Do you have a favorite Group 4 car or favorite Group 3 car or manufacturer?
So yeah, I love the Lamborghini. I think the Lamborghini is not the fastest, I accept, but it's good on tires and good on fuel. And when you're doing races like for not so much the dailies, the dailies get on my nerves. And I know you sort of briefly mentioned it on the last podcast with Toon. You know, I can't stand them. You know, I've been A plus, and then I've been dipped almost down to a B because people like to smack me off the track. So I kind of just sat myself at A, and I don't really care what my DR says, to be honest. But when you go to seasons or leagues, I like running the Lamborghini just purely because of the fuel consumption and tire wear.
Got it. Now, does it bother you, since you are a VR driver, that it doesn't have a rear view mirror and the right wing mirror is so far away, like you can't even
You can't see it.
Yeah. You've got to turn your whole body to try and see that mirror. Yeah, it's not the best in VR. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's not the best, but
It's better than the Citroen.
It's better than the Citroen.
Yeah.
Although I do love the new 911, so I'm racing that. I'm racing that for the IRO, and I really enjoy driving that. And you know, that could maybe slowly become my favorite car. I think it's everyone's favorite car at the moment because it's just so quick.
It's so good.
really
Plus, it's just so good to drive. Like you can just
and
literally
it
feel
sounds
what
great.
the car, the car, all the feeling of the car. You know what it's going to do at almost all times.
Yeah.
Well, I
the
feel like
position in VR is so dialed in and perfect for me.
I feel like I copped out because I chose it for manufacturers, and I feel it's a cop out because right now it's the OP car.
Right.
But at the same time, it was the car that felt best, and the second best feeling car was Audi. And we did Todd and Jermaine and I did Audi. What was it?
Last menu.
Yeah.
Started January.
And it was a good car. It has its little idiosyncrasies for sure.
Yeah.
And it took all of us all season to figure it out. But
yeah, the Audi's a tricky car.
Yeah, that's what I'm driving.
Yeah, it is very tricky. It's a fun car to drive though.
Yeah,
I'd like to
absolutely.
tell you,
I
I tried to
finished
tell you
like
too.
6th overall in Audi or something,
Yeah,
but
you did pretty good.
Yeah,
that's really good.
Todd did very well in it.
But yeah, I really never gelled with that car like I was hoping to, which kind of leads to the McLaren, which I'm not gelling with either. But hey, that's another story.
Yeah, I find the McLaren really odd to drive. I for whatever reason, I cannot get pace out of that car.
Same. Like I'll have a really good lap, and then I'll have 2 or 3 shitty laps, and then a good lap. I just, there's no consistency. Again, I have no seat time in that car, but I was not anticipating it being that up and down.
Try the Lamborghini next.
Yeah, we did the Lamborghini probably about 8 or 9 months ago for Man U. We did a round, a pick'em. There was like 4 or 5 cars, and it fell on the Lamborghini. And
Yeah, so we all had it.
yeah, so we all did it. And that car, by race 2 or 3, was really
We were all
starting to
pretty
get
good.
it. And really liked the Lambo after about
I really the key with the
second or third
Lamborghini. Yeah, the key with the Lamborghini is the braking. Is you've got to slow down your downshifts. It doesn't like it.
yeah, quick.
If you go quick on the downshifts, the
Upsets
rear
the
end
balance.
starts to slide around. Whereas if you bring it down nice and smooth, you keep the car under a lot of control. That's the biggest thing on the Lamborghini.
Yeah, for sure. But again, a good fun car. Just it is very wide, obviously, and having no backup camera is
it can be tricky, especially with other drivers around you.
Correct. So I wish they would just update that car, get us the new Lambo with the rear view camera, and that car would be.
Yeah, and I can't imagine that being too difficult for them to do either.
Right? Yeah.
Well,
It's
it's
just-
as difficult as them trying to get the new C8 GT3, the new Mustang GT3, the
do you know what?
McLaren GT3.
720.
If they brought the Mustang GTD, that would be the only car I drive. I wouldn't even care if it's slow. I will be driving that every single time.
I would probably be right there with you. Yes, if the seating position was good, because some cars in VR for me I cannot drive. I like to sit back in a more normal driving position. I don't like the default VR position that most people drive in. So yeah, if it had a good seating position, I would probably be driving the Mustang as well. If we had it, Kaz.
I see. I don't think they're going to bring any cars like that out just yet. I reckon
But every other game has it. Every other game has it. Games that suck have it.
I know.
Games that suck have it.
I do think they'll wait till the Gran Turismo 8 comes out.
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah, and then we
Just
have
so that
cars.
the 22 model will be 8 years old already.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly what will happen. That's exactly what will happen.
Oh no!
Like it seems so nonsensical. It's like we're gonna have all old cars again when we get the quotes new cars.
Yeah.
You know?
The other frustration I find as well is like they must be making enough money to go to say Silverstone, for example, and say we'll buy the licensing fees to have Silverstone in our track on our game. And you could go to all the tracks and do that. They must be making enough money to go and do that. Surely.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've sold over 100 million copies. And again, they have 1.7 or 1.9 million players per month. They have the pack or Super Pack 3 or whatever, Power Pack 3, possibly the Power Pack 4 coming out. So, and plus they're backed by Sony. So the money isn't the issue. It's Kaz being stubborn and, thinking he knows what the people want when.
Yeah.
I think it's like, even if it was the money in a way, you think like you get a few things going. You get more people happy by spending a bit of money, which increases your popularity and notoriety. And then as you build that, then you have the FIA coming to you saying, hey, we want to be part of this. Hey, this Silverstone, for example, oh, we want to be part of your game. We'll give you a discounted rate or something, because people will want to be associated.
It'd be in their interest as well.
You got look at, you have no problem having somebody like Toyota approach you and say, we'll pay you millions of dollars to put our Supra as number one for 10 years.
Which is what happens.
So why not build on a franchise you already have and just approach some things, start gaining? You have that Saudi money now.
Yeah, that too.
And I mean, even just the wider picture of it all, it's like you travel to Silverstone because you're like, I've been racing here. I raced here on VR.
Yeah, like how Silverstone is not in the game, where it has been in older GT series, is abysmal. That's one of the best, tracks ever. It should be in the game. Yes, I love Brands Hatch, but out of the two, I would rather have Silverstone over Brands Hatch.
I'm sorry, I'd rather have Silverstone too.
Well, there's Silverstone, there's Donington.
Donington's amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
I used to go to Donington for the MotoGP before it went to Silverstone.
Like, there are so many, Road America, Coda.
I wish Coda.
Portimao.
Yeah.
Portimao is a fucking cool ass track. We don't have that.
They haven't got Mazzano on here either, have they?
They don't have Mazzano, or they don't have
Twin
Mategi. Mategi would be cool.
A Japanese track that we've had before. That we've had before. So why isn't it in the game? Why isn't
China's
track
F1
Seattle?
GP is good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the China track would be
the
fucking
China
awesome.
track would be great. That long straight then with the hard right 90-degree turn. I mean, that would be really good.
It's like cutting off your nose to spite your face. Like the fact that we don't have all of the things that, like, it's literally, and I know this pisses off my friends who love doing scapes. Yes, and I say it that way.
I mean, it's really popular, isn't it? Escapes. Isn't
it is.
Like people just spend days and weeks and hours doing it.
Yes, some of the most popular people on GT7 are people who just do escapes, apparently, which I find is mind-boggling. But hey, teach their own. It's a car enthusiast or car culture game, not a car racing game.
Yeah, well, if it's going to be the real driving game, why don't we have the real driving simulator? Why don't we have open? Why don't we have open world?
I would like to
Yeah.
see them do an offshoot, a separate game that was Polyphony Digital, but it's just an open world car collecting game, and whether it takes place in Japan or Germany or somewhere,
that's
but
the
you
thing.
can.
No, you could choose where you want to go. You go on the greatest road, like you drive from L.A. to San Francisco.
Or the roads in Wales and shit, and California.
I think my only concern with that though would be it would turn into Forza, and the physics will get even worse and become more arcade.
Well, I would still like them to keep it, kind of our physics, but to kind of get back. So you have Forza, it's not LMU. What's the one PRM? That game, the one that came out.
Project Motor Racing.
So those games suck. Nobody fucking plays, but they have all the newest fucking cars.
Yep.
Yeah, but we're looking at it at a different angle, though, isn't it? Because we're old, and we want pure racing. Whereas, let's face it, the gaming industry are not looking at us to make their money. They're looking at the 16 to 25-year-old market.
But I will guarantee you go into the statistics, and I bet you 80% of the people that bought GT7 are between 35 and 60 years old.
Yep.
Potentially.
I almost guarantee it.
Potentially, but again, I think all the popularity is going with the young kids. Like even if you just look at the car culture now from when we were younger to now, I mean, all the kids care about, they don't give a fuck if the car's quick. They don't give a shit if the car's quick, because they're saying, well, the electric car does 0 to 60 in 1 second. All they care about is cars making loud noises and pops and bangs, and that's pretty much about it. And a straight line speed. They don't care about, whether the car looks nice. Doesn't matter. They just want to be, they just want the car to be loud and have pops and bangs.
Correct. Great.
And the pops and bangs are ridiculous. Not even a rally car pops that much.
The pop and burble tunes.
Especially goddamn BMWs, man. Fuck.
They do it everywhere. It's because they're so easy. You just plug them into a computer.
Yeah.
And all they're doing, though, is destroying their car. Like, just destroy. You're pouring fuel into it. You are contaminating the oil. You're burning it through the DPF filter, not the DPF filter, sorry, the catalytic converter. You're just destroying your car by doing that. It's pointless.
Yeah. They wonder why, like in recent times, especially they're like BMWs have no reliability.
Right.
It's because you're fucking destroying the fucking thing.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Their manufacturing practices aren't as good as they were. I mean, who develops plastic rocker covers and oil sumps? I mean, plastic is going to degrade. I mean, they can't get a thermostat housing that was made out of plastic any good. I had an E90 BMW M Sport 330D, and the amount of times I had to change that bloody housing was ridiculous, because it was made out of plastic and would get too hot.
Well, I had to replace one on my Volkswagen. The crazy thing, though, I will say this: the crazy thing about replacing it on that Volkswagen was it was super easy to replace.
That's nice. The engineers thought about that for once.
The engineers thought about that.
Engineers don't think.
Dude, it was one of the easiest jobs I've ever done. I'm like, oh, you pop this housing off and then you screw it back in just like that?
Yeah.
What?
But
it made no sense.
Yeah. And they've just got, engineers have got worse and worse. I mean, I think sometimes everyone looks at the past with rose-tinted glasses and the cars were better back then. They weren't, because if they were, they'd still be it. So they're rotten and they've been scrapped for a reason. But,
well, I think, I mean, we're lucky in the United States because our, sorry everybody, but our old cars, cars made in the 50s and 60s, were made incredibly. They were just
Yeah.
awesome. And they're still around, a lot of them. Even some of the cars from the 70s are still around. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like, you know, you looked at late 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s. I mean, America definitely dropped off when it came to its building of automobiles.
Yeah, they looked at profit over quality, whereas
Oh, for
you know, in the
sure.
50s, 60s, 70s, if you think what the modern car at that point was, how old? 30 years, 40 years old, like decent modern car, if that
Call
makes
40,
sense.
yep.
Yeah, let's just call it on the safe side, 40 years old, so it's relatively young. And so you've got Ford, you've got Chrysler, you've got GM Motors, or Mercedes and BMW and whoever else was around at that time, basically trying to dominate the market with good quality products. And I think you could say that for most of manufacturing across the world, no matter what it was all about quality. And then once you had them, and I suppose gaming is in the same way, isn't it? Once you've got them, all of a sudden the quality drops and the expenses go up.
Because you've already got everybody's attention.
Yeah, exactly. And now that you're dominating and you've got the market you want, you then, okay, we won't spend X amount of money on sheet metal. We'll spend less money, and that sheet metal will be half the thickness. You know, things like that. Or we won't seal it properly because, you know, we'll seal it in the different chemicals because it's cheaper, but it's not as good. It won't last as long. Rather than getting the 50-year sort of guarantee on it, you get 10 years. Yeah, that's the way.
And again, they also built cars that the secretary could afford and whatnot. In America now, the average car payment is $750,000.
And that in itself is ridiculous.
$750.
Yeah, or $750, and the average car is $50,000.
Yeah.
And that's for a basic car as well.
It is
$50,000 for a basic car. I mean, look at the M3s. You know, you get one of
they're
them top of the range.
100,000.
You're looking at 100-something thousand pounds,
Yes.
like top of the range M3 is ridiculous.
Jorge has one.
You know.
He does.
Lucky man.
Yeah. In the States, they're $100,000+. M2s are 75 to 85,000.
Yeah. And what's happened is as well with COVID and all the chips that couldn't be manufactured, it's then pushed the second-hand car market up. So you can't even get a cheap second-hand car now.
Yeah, exactly. The inflation shot through the roof, and now corporation, the greed. I just feel they're just price gouging consumers left and right.
Yeah, they keep saying, "Oh, it's because of this. It's because of that."
Shortage.
No, it's not.
And,
because every time you post profits, you're making even more profit. So it can't be that, can it?
Correct. It is all corporate greed.
It is.
You look at Las Vegas now. It's all run by corporations, and they price gouge you at every angle, whereas before it was controlled by the mobsters 20, 30 years ago. Everything was free, and you got basically what I'm trying to get is the mobsters took better care of customers than what corporations do. Corporations just look at you as an entity and a money pit, and they are going to fucking try to take every single penny you have while you're there.
Well, I've got no more
Disney
pennies
World
left.
does it.
Right.
Yeah, and they just try to rob you left and blind. It's really,
pure
really
greed.
bad. It is pure greed, unfortunately.
Pure greed.
But GT7's free still, so.
Do you know what? Talking about free, I mean, I do like the fact that when they do give us new cars, they are free. They're not asking us to pay.
They are, yeah, which is
so.
nice.
But if they gave us good ones, I'd pay for it.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, funny enough, I would pay a couple of quid for, like, if they said, "Oh, you can have the Mustang GTD."
Yeah,
I'll pay a few pounds for that and drive that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then, do you then creep into the pay to win territory, which I wouldn't want?
You kind of do, because it happened about a month or two ago, where if you had the power pack and you were doing race A, you needed that special Mustang to compete in, I believe, as daily race A. And if you didn't have that car, you weren't competitive at all.
You weren't competitive at all. Yeah,
and
luckily,
and you
I
need
have
to
the
be
power
careful
pack.
of that, because I wouldn't want GT7 to become that. that's what Fortnite is.
Correct.
That's what all these sort of like
Pay to play.
Warzone games
Yeah.
are.
Pay to
they're all
win.
you pay enough money and you'll
Here's
win.
the thing: is like you can own it, but you should be able to rent it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like they do. So that was their mistake. If they put that American Muscle or whatever from the Power Pack in there for Daily A, they should have allowed people to be able to rent it.
Yeah.
Well,
that would
the
have been
thing is,
that
if
takes
you
the pay
rented
to win
it,
away. Then you get stock. It's just stock looking, like, right. So you don't get your liveries, this and that. So it does pay to have the car. You own it, because I don't really care, but I like a good race livery. I kind of hate having to go and rent a car. You know what I mean? Because it's just blah. It's plain.
Yeah.
So I'd pay for a car so I could actually make it look like I want to make it look. And use it elsewhere.
And how about it's this is one of those things too, is it introduces people to the Power Pack. If you
so you can get this car in Power Pack. I'll buy
wait,
a Power
I
Pack
can get
for
this
20 quid.
If they
car's
did
cool.
more Power Pack cars and you could rent them, people will be like, "Oh, this car's fucking fantastic," because there are some really fun cars you get to drive in the Power Pack.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I haven't got a Power Pack because it doesn't interest me enough to get it.
I'm not
I like
into
the
the single
online
player
side of
stuff.
things.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I
That's
really
where I'm
enjoy
at
it.
in life.
And
I like to compare myself with other people,
Same.
This is the thing that both Sean and I talk about with the Power Pack is the computers don't act like computers anymore.
No.
Yeah.
It is difficult racing, and
Sophie
not difficult.
3.0?
Yep.
Sophie 3.0 is difficult to race against, and not in a regular AI or regular Sophie way.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Okay.
it's like you're racing. Oh, I forgot. You have it too, don't you, Mike?
Yep.
Yeah, Mike's got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Toby, do you have it?
No, I didn't get the Power Pack.
You do? Okay,
Good.
all right.
I will say it is difficult racing, and the Sophie learns.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
It's good
Yeah.
training, for sure.
Yeah. It fucking gets better as you go. Again, and it's not that it's difficult. It just gets smarter. Like it'll literally dive bomb you like people
yeah.
in races.
Yep.
You'll be.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
That sounds
you think
interesting.
it is worthwhile. It's great training. It is literally some of the best AI they've ever had. Sophie 2.0, I can go to Nürburgring, give it a 2-minute head start, and I can catch them within a lap or two, and win.
Yeah, and I always find with the AI, it was only fast in certain bits. Like it would be just fast down the straight and then dead slow on the corners.
Oh, yeah.
It would
Yeah,
be
the brake check you in the mid
yeah.
corner.
Yeah.
And it was exact almost all the time. So up to Sophie 2.2, it was very predictable. You could figure out exactly what it would do all the time. Whereas with Sophie 3, there's no predicting anything.
No.
Yeah, it's different every
okay.
time.
It is different every single time.
Every corner, every lap, like it picks up. Oh, okay, you're gonna do that when I do that. Okay, no problem.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
Miyazato
that's
kicked my ass in one of them.
them.
Yeah, he was quick. Yeah, they don't take
Yeah.
the corners all slow anymore. They go at full
No.
speed.
They go at full speed. They don't break in the middle of the corner.
Yeah.
Like it's we keep telling people it's not the same thing as it was. And there's a reason for that. It's because it's not the same thing as it was. It races you.
So would you say it feels like a completely different game, like just on the game aspect?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, maybe I'll give it a shout.
Yeah, it feels like you're racing against real people.
Yeah.
Okay, well that would be great training for new people
Yeah, exactly.
to come in. Like if you don't want to be racing against other people or anything like that, it might be a good alternative. However, I would say just go and race other people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now, JK, did you get the email from Sony or PD, the questionnaire a couple weeks ago regarding the game? Okay.
No, I didn't. I'm not.
And to people in
not
North
liked enough.
America. But they were asking about Power Pack 4. Would you be interested? Do you have Power Pack 3 and so on and so forth? So I was
Yeah,
just
a
wondering.
couple of PhD guys I think got one. I
Yeah.
think Mr. Casual put a message in saying he got one.
Yeah, me and Sean did.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I don't know if it went out to Europe or not, so I was just wondering
It might
if
have
you
done.
got it.
I just didn't get it.
Okay.
I guess because I haven't bought the pack, maybe.
Yeah,
Well, I didn't buy
it.
it either. I didn't buy the Power Pack either,
Oh,
but
okay,
I did get
yeah.
the question you're asking about it. Would I be interested? And I just told them a more online racer kind of deal.
Yeah.
But Toby, did you get it?
The email?
No,
Okay, all right.
You have to be
So
special.
apparently it just went out to a select few.
The cool
You don't
kids.
even own the
Special.
Power Pack.
The
They
cool
don't even
kids.
own it, yeah.
Well, Sean owns it.
I
don't.
own it. That's crazy.
Yeah, only the cool kids got that one.
Yeah.
I'll probably get mine next week then.
So how did you get? We're gonna move a little bit. How did you get into the NRL league and being able to commentate for them?
So that's interesting, actually. So I raced in the PHG World Series things that Papa put on with Scooby Doo and the rest of the Shaggy Doo, and the rest of the team. And I started season 3, and I did the first race, and I quickly realised I just don't have the time because of the time differences
Yeah.
to really invest the time required to be quick. Because you've got your split qualifying every week, then you've got the race, and the races for me, I'd normally be split one. So the races for me were a Friday night at 1:00 in the morning, things like that.
Wow.
I did the first race, and then I realised actually I can't do this again now for another 2 months, and so I messaged Salamander and a couple of others, and basically said that I'm withdrawing from the competition. However, if you do, I like competitive racing, if that makes sense, and I wouldn't mind doing some commentary on a qualifying, like split qualifying session. And that quickly they were like, oh yeah, you can go to the next split qualifying session. So I did that, and I absolutely loved it. I really enjoyed talking about what I was seeing on track, and because I was still sort of practicing with the full acceleration force guys, I was understanding what was going on with the car as well. And so I then messaged Sal and said, look, if you need anyone, if you need me for a weekend commentary, I'm all ears. And so went back and forth for a couple of weeks, and then he finally gave in to my demands of, please let me do some comms because I loved it. And he was like, all right, fine, I feel sorry for you. Like one of those lost dogs that keeps coming up for some food. But so then they gave me yeah. We had a good chat. I think he realised I wasn't a complete prick, so he said, yeah, let's go. So I started doing Saturdays, and then when the NRLC started, I just messaged McNaughty because I think McNaughty was listening in on one of the comms thing, and then NRL started, and so I messaged McNaughty and said the same thing I pretty much said to Sal. I love commentating. I can't do your NRL race because I just cannot commit to the time at the moment. But if you do want me to help with comms, then I'm all ears. And he messaged me back and said, yeah, you can come in and be, I think, like I'm a second comm, so I do more around about the technical bits, which is my safe space, really, because I like racing. I'm not really the one for entertaining. I think you can tell by my voice I'm not an entertainer, really. I more speak fact, and so that suited me best. And so that's how I ended up in the NRL. I was supposed to do round 4 yesterday or Saturday, whichever time this comes out. So, but unfortunately, for personal reasons, I just couldn't make it. And so Toon covered me, which was good of him. So thanks, Toon, for doing that. And that's how I ended up in NRL. I will one day do a season, but just when I've got a bit more time on my hands.
Yeah, I love Toon. I love hovercraft.
Oh yeah,
but you need that British voice. it makes everything just a little more official.
It does.
Like you're like, oh, this is serious. They've got a British guy.
Yeah.
This is
They've got
serious.
Flawed as British as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
And he's brilliant. Flawed is
Yeah,
brilliant.
but
The energy
we didn't have Flawed yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Taki
I was
ran
supposed to be Flawed's representative
Yes.
from the UK for NRL yesterday. Yeah, I felt bad about that.
And Toddy did an amazing, good job.
She
Toddy.
did.
Yeah.
She held it down.
She did.
Yeah, absolutely. It was supposed to be me and Tatty, and I think it was Hovercraft was supposed to be doing.
Yep.
And I totally had him off and couldn't make it. But yeah, I mean I've raced with Hovercraft a few times now on Moose Mafia's Thursday spin race thing, and he's a good guy as well. Like all of them, everyone that you sort of bump into are good people.
They are. They are.
Yeah, it was a ton of fun meeting so many people at the GTWS in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I heard about you. You sort of saw Matt Santa Miguel as well. Santa Miguel was there.
Yeah,
Santa. Yeah. Oh, dude, Santa is an amazing guy.
he is.
He just really is.
Bells.
Yeah.
Dude, Bells is such a good guy. Like Bells,
right.
Yeah. And he joined us and did his practices for the league with us because that's who he could practice with. And Bells is definitely an honorary PDX member too.
For sure.
It's just grab everyone.
Yeah, just a great great guy. McNaughty, there's the guy that you see on screen is the guy you're going to meet in person, only turned up a little louder.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got definitely an aura around him, hasn't he?
Once he gets a couple Jack and Cokes in him, look out.
Good time.
Corridor,
and he's got great vision as well, McNaughty.
Yeah,
he knows what he wants, his attention to detail is incredible, which is what you need.
Mm-hmm.
Corridor is funny because it was towards the end, like all the races were over with, and we're like standing in the lobby, and he comes up and introduces himself. Nice guy, great guy, super nice guy.
NRL champion.
NRL
champion. Did he introduce himself as that? Do you know who I am?
It sucks because our friend Steve Brown hasn't come on the show yet. He hasn't responded to my emails.
He said he'd join us.
He said he would join us, and then
that's
said
Super GT for the layman. Yes, he's a little busy building his house, and
he's very busy.
Didn't he just get married too? I think he got married.
Yeah.
So you're never going to see him again.
No.
Our buddy Steve.
Between
Brown.
that and the racetrack, he's
Brown.
Yeah. He is very, very busy. So did you get to watch the races yesterday at all, JK?
I watched snippets of it. I was out for most of it, so I popped my head on the YouTube channel just to say hello. I saw the race B mainly, where Sheldon pretty much
dominated.
He absolutely dominated.
Yeah, I think he won by like 6 seconds.
Yeah. And he funny enough, I did a couple of practices on that, and there was a few shouts for like a no stop, so you just start on hards and drive. But yeah, he pretty much did a no stop. He just had to pit for the hard to be compliant.
Yep.
He did incredible with the tyre saving. I think he was the only one that managed to keep his tyres in such a good
Dude,
oh my gosh, yes. Watching his tires, I'm like, how is he doing that? Like it was amazing.
Yeah,
the thing is, Sheldo he's top tier, absolute top tier driver.
Felt really bad for Papa.
Yeah.
Really
he's had a tough season actually, Papa.
He qualified, so he'll be in the championship. But
good.
He was running good in P5 and just on the loud pedal, just a little too soon.
Yeah, and that car was twitchy on the hard tires. I don't know if you guys done much practicing with that car on that track, but on the hards, the rear end really, really suffered with traction.
likes to step out. So, but hats off to Casper, Cole Trickle.
Cole Trickle.
Yep.
FAF driver.
Yep. They ran good races too, and hats off to Jorge in race A.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Jorge and Wid's going to be interesting for the
That'll
finals.
be fun to watch.
Yeah, I think Kai can.
The Kai can be there as well. He's super quick and he's so consistent, and it's the consistencies that's going to get you to win.
Yeah, especially in that final race.
Yeah, they're in the 3500 A, I believe.
Yep, at Yas Marina.
Yeah.
Dude, I wanted that race. I wanted that
jealous.
race.
Oh,
yeah, that would have been a
40
nice race.
laps.
Okay. Do you reckon McNaughty would just let me run a final? I promise
they
to
got
be quick.
a good one, man. They got a
what
real
do you have? What do you have, Sean?
So we're in the GTR LM 2015 car, and we're in Canada, and it's it's gonna be
that's a hard one.
difficult. Oh my god!
Well, that car's all-wheel drive.
You've had a solid season though.
Yeah,
I'm keeping an eye on PDX.
Yeah,
you had a really solid season.
Yep, that was the main goal, was not to shit the bed. So I made that. So I did pretty good there, and then now going into the final, I'm looking to try and be the first VR champion. Is what my goal is for all the VR guys.
Do it.
Show
do
that
it, do
VR.
It. Maybe I'll join you next season.
Yeah,
I'll join you next season. Try and bring on the.
Because there's only a few of us in there, but yeah.
Bubba Gito's a VR driver.
Okay.
So is Roland.
Rowdy Burns.
Roland is too. So
there's quite a few in the B on Fridays. There's like 4 other drivers. One of the VIP, Rowdy Burns is VR, and then I think there were 2 other. I think there was a total of 4 in your Friday night bracket that were VR drivers. I would like to see McNaughty, if you were to implement a 3rd division. I would like to see him do a VR only.
That'd be cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Series of NRL and just who's the fastest VR drivers out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I mean, there's enough of us to do it.
Well, and what people don't realize is driving in VR is a little different than driving in flat screen. It's a little more difficult for us because we have less information.
Yep.
It's not even that. In flat screen, you have no obstruction. At all. You don't have an A-pillar. You don't have a roll cage. You don't have maybe a windshield wiper in the middle of your screen.
The road is right there in front of you.
You don't have your camera, rear view mirror, your side mirrors, where you're seeing everything unfold live right behind you. Whereas, depending if you're on bumper or whatever, you don't see all that action. So you have a smaller footprint, basically, versus what somebody on a flat screen has.
And seeing all the information, like what your last
delta,
You know, if you're trying to keep to a lap time of 1 minute 21 seconds and anywhere in between that, and you want to make sure you're ticking that every single time, you have to move your head sometimes to even look at that information. And so it does take you away, but then it adds to the immersion, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
I like it that way. So, like the new Ferrari, the new Porsche, their dashboards have a lot of information.
Oh yeah,
they do. The new Ferrari, though, I don't like the steering wheel. The steering wheel it locks at like.
They fixed it. They fixed it
last month.
Oh, good.
I couldn't drive it in VR because of that.
Yeah,
it really threw me off.
With your brain.
Yep.
It did. Big time. So
thank God they fixed it.
Yeah.
See, I think that in VR you do have the depth perception versus flat screen where
you do.
Yeah, you can see and feel the hills.
Elevation's huge. Yes.
Yeah, I think honestly we do. VR does have an advantage when it comes to those things, or seeing your turn-in points. I think it's much easier for us to see a turn-in point than
on rally tracks is a massive advantage. It's like a cheat code.
Through. It's
just a cheat code.
When you go sideways, you can look out the side window and you're like sideways drifting around the corners and stuff on dirt tracks, and it is the greatest fun in the world. It is so fun. Like, I will literally just purposely throw the car sideways and just to be looking out there. And I'll like be in front of an AI car or something like that, and it's just whip it sideways, and I'm looking at their bumper as I'm going past them in the corner. It's like,
well, I think the disadvantage is just most people on flat screen, they drive with the rearview mirror, and it's like I don't drive looking behind me. I drive looking ahead of me. So
and looking ahead is the other thing, is you can literally look through the corner. You're not locked on that waiting for the corner to come to you.
Yeah,
it's not perfect though.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying about yesterday too.
Yeah.
I forgot that I needed to look through the corner. As soon as I started doing that, the lap time started coming down.
I don't understeer as much. I don't oversteer as much through and out of corners, because I can look where I'm going and the car just goes where. If it loses a little bit because I'm looking at the car, I can just bring the car back to exactly where I am.
VR gave me more consistency.
Easier. Yeah,
gave me a lot of consistency, and then the Fanatec wheel was giving me even more consistency.
Yeah. Anybody is listening that maybe you don't actually do GT or whatever, and for whatever reason, and you have VR, there is a VR sale right now. The games are cheap. GT7 like the deluxe anniversary edition's on sale right now for $50 or something like that. Even we were talking about Ace of the Thunder deluxe edition's on 25% off right now.
Oh shit!
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to probably go and get that. That looks good.
Yeah. Plus, there's other stuff.
Paul Hay was talking about it a couple of weeks ago.
Resident Evil. Those games are pretty fucking good too. It's scary as shit. If you're interested, they're on sale. So, a lot of good games.
Hey, JK, how do you feel about people that use the yellow dots or the brake markers? Do you have any of this? The counter steer. Do you use any of those?
The only thing I've got is the default ABS thing.
Okay,
that's it. Everything else for me is turned off.
It's turned off. All right.
I think they're good tools to get quick or to understand the track. So if it's new to the track, or you're new to the game, or you just want to learn how to you want to learn racing and the art of racing and the racecraft, I get it, use it. But I think once if you're a DRB or A, you don't need those things anymore. Then in fact they're going to hinder you. They're going to hit. They're going to hinder you.
The only time, honestly,
we love you, Toby. Just play, buddy.
I use the dots and the driving line just because of the rain races.
Yeah, that's the only time.
So in the rain, the driving line makes sense. Yeah, fine.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's like that's the only time, and I don't even do it all the time.
But even then, I genuinely think if you're A plus, turn it all off. Just immerse yourself, man.
You should know where the driving line actually is if you're talented. So, but it is helpful.
Would you like to see those implemented in race leagues where you cannot use them? Or the counter steer assist?
Yeah, I would. So IRO bans a lot of that stuff.
Oh, good.
The things that it can't ban because you can't see it is the lines and the dots and the brake markers. Because, for example, if you're commentating and I don't know, you're looking at my car, you won't know what those I've got on, but you'll be able to tell if I've got traction control on or a counter steer because the little lights flash away, so you can tell.
Yeah.
I'd like an option when you're creating lobbies to turn all of that off.
Yeah.
Make it as realistic as possible. And let's face it, we're racing with some really, really talented drivers.
Yeah, it's funny because you should be able to do something like that because you can turn off the actual assists.
Yeah.
You can turn off counter steer and all that stuff so nobody can use it. So why can't you turn off other driving aids?
Yeah, just turn it all off. I don't know. I don't use any of it, and I did that off the bat. And my one of my sons, he's full team. He wanted to give Gran Turismo a little go, and the first thing I did was turn all the assists off.
Yeah, I think they
race.
do at the end. They hamper you. Like Mike used to drive those yellow dots, and Mike turned that shit off. Get rid of that. Get rid of it.
I did.
You don't need it. And then he finally did, and it just got better. I just think it's at the end you rely on it too much.
Yeah.
And
I used to rely on the dots because of
excuse me,
flat screen. I found the dots only on flat screen were helpful because you couldn't see everything, so it gave me some kind of I could reference see where
it gives you a visual reference for something.
Yeah. I mean, especially in traffic and that. But once I got into VR and I can look around and see it, it's just like, I would turn them off. It was just like, this is much better.
I just get distracted easy.
Yeah, I can see where I need to go. That's the thing is I can see where I need to go now. Whereas before, flat screen, no elevations, like everything is flat. Like even flat screen makes everything flat. So in VR you get that perception, like and you can see the undulations in the road and the fucking hills a lot more. So you realize you can see everything better. So it's just like don't need anything.
But Toby, you're fast enough. Go on. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, it does help though when you're like right behind a person and you can't see around them. That's another reason why I use it. So I'm just lazy. I just don't turn it off.
Yeah, you need to turn it off, man.
See, the problem with that is
I agree. I think you'd be racing quicker, to be honest.
I always just like, I just put my trust in fucking the guy in front of me. He's not going to run a line. I just follow his bumper.
Use the false.
Like I think it was is it Trial Mountain or something the other day? We were last week, the week before or something. We were doing testing, and then Jim and I were racing each other in the practice, and I was literally on his bumper going through like, it was Trial Mountain through the first corner S's and that. And I was literally on his bumper the whole way, and I was just like, thank God you didn't miss the corner because I followed you completely. Like I trusted that car. Like I was literally a foot off his bumper the whole time. And it was just like if he missed the corner, we both missed the corner because I was just judging where he was.
And in VR, that is incredibly stressful because all you're seeing is the back end of this car. You can't see anything else.
Yeah, and it's exhilarating. It's like fuck. It's so good. It's just because you are like literally. Don't get any other references and just hoping that guy's car just stays where it's supposed to and nothing happens. Because even if he panics and you're that close and he fucking taps the brake, you're fucked. Kind of shit. Like it's just, you have to have a lot of trust in the driver in front when you're doing stuff like that, which makes the whole experience just so much more exciting.
Well, the practices we had this week for Sean's race. And Sean and I going side by side through the S's and all over the place. If you don't have that trust, you can't do that with drivers. And you don't have as much fun, honestly.
No, you don't. And that's why I prefer league racing. Daily races, half the time I think you're racing against people that are blind. Because you just get knocked off the track. You can't trust him. Only the odd driver that you find you can do that with. And that's why I much prefer league races. And the DR is not everything. You can be a quick and you can be an E-rated driver.
There is a lot of people going into VR now. I'll say that because I see a lot of.
It's the future, though, isn't it?
It is.
I see more and more people in the daily when I do an occasional daily, or even in manufacturing. That so many more blah 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 VR and tech.
Well, do you know what drove me to get VR? So I wasn't originally going to get a VR headset.
It was this podcast.
Unofficially, yes.
We are
just
the
to make it sound good
podcast in the world, by the way.
Unofficially, yes.
Listeners out there. We are.
It's when I heard you guys, I was like, I need to get a VR now. Now, do you know what it was? So I was going to buy a screen, like a curved screen. I was going to buy a rig. I was going to do this. And when I priced it up, like the screen itself would cost me £1,200 to £2,000. A lot of money, right?
Yeah.
And then I started looking at VR. I was like, well, I can get a VR headset for £300, and I get everything I need.
Yeah,
and it takes up less space. I don't need screens fucking set everywhere.
Yep.
And so I was like, fuck it. Just on a financial way, it's cheaper. I get what I need.
It's plug and play. Yeah.
And it's done and dusted. So that's why I got it. And then, I'm glad I did because it's so much better. The only thing I wish... the only thing I wish is that I don't get to see my wheel, and it's brand new, like the Fanatic wheel's new, and so I had to figure out where all the buttons were.
Right. That is
so if they could ever figure out a way that you can see your wheel, and
I wish
also,
it was hand control too.
I mean, I'm used to it now; it's okay, but it is definitely the future, and the thing is, it's only going to get better. It's only going to get better, and the unit itself, I would imagine, will become like putting on a set of glasses where you just, or a pair of goggles.
Are you running? Are you running the VR stock?
I'm just running the VR stock. Yeah.
Okay. You heard of the was it the globular cluster?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've looked at it. I'm definitely going to get one because my forehead, after a while, feels like it's going numb, and then and then it hurts.
As a VR person, it was literally game changing for comfort and everything. And
the only saving grace I've got is I've got the H9, was it the H7 Sony headset?
Oh yeah, those are the ones I got.
When you put it on it, it kind of takes some of the pressure off. But I am looking at that.
How do you do you put your headset on and then the VR, or VR and then the headset over?
So I put the VR headset on, then I put the headphones over it. And then
that's how I do it, but I guess we're doing it wrong. We're supposed to put our headset.
No. That's if you have the
Pulse,
the Pro Pulse headset.
Yeah, it fits underneath.
With ours, I tried and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Okay,
but when you get the cluster put on there as well, and you use when you have your headphones over top as well, it literally feels like you have a helmet on. It feels like you're literally in the car driving now with a race helmet on. It's so
and
cool.
It's so much more comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely get one, especially now I'm doing the IRO endurance races.
Oh yeah.
At the end of those, my head is like, I need to take this thing off now.
You probably have to click the tightness on the back a little bit to kind of keep, once you get the cluster on, I don't even tighten the back. I just stick it on my head and it just sits there.
Yeah.
And then the headset on top, there's no movement, there's no tightening. My only problem I have is when I fly, I have to use the earbuds on for the VR instead, because the headset falls off because you're always tilting and looking around, especially when I'm dogfighting. Yeah,
I like the earbuds.
I don't like the sound, honestly. I do.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, they sound okay, and they the way they clip into the unit is quite nice as well.
Yeah, I just find the volume of them is just I don't hear quite enough and clear enough for I'm old, I'm half deaf, so I need something that is loud as fuck in my ears.
But yeah, I think I will definitely get the
I think it's only $30 or something like that.
Yeah, to be honest, I was going to get it a couple of months ago, and then I ended up buying a Miltech stainless steel exhaust for my car instead.
Ooh. What kind of car are you rocking?
So you won't know what it is, but because
that may not be true. We're car guys too.
So it's a Ford Mondeo ST220. So
how old is your Mondeo?
I'm gonna guess. Oh, go on.
Go on. Guess.
The Mondeo. Is that the equivalent of the Ford?
I think it's the Ford Fusion. I think it might.
Yes.
Be.
Yeah. So like a 2008 or 10. Newer.
It's a bit older than that.
Oh, is it 90?
99.
98? 98?
No, 2004.
Okay.
So you were nearly there. But yeah, so it's 26 years old? No, not 26 years old.
22.
22 years old. Yeah, so it's the 3-liter V6. So
yeah.
Do you have the sedan or the lift?
It's the 4-door, right?
It's the 4-door hatchback one.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the lift, right? So the 5-door, basically, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I've got. There's not many of them around. It's in ink blue.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, and so it's in pretty good condition. What I'll do is it's on my Instagram. If you ever
it's in pretty good nick, eh?
See, pretty good nick. Yeah.
We have our Discord or PlayStation. You can send it to that.
Yeah, Jimbo's added me on there, but yeah, I go to car shows. I don't really use it that much.
You've mentioned the Mustang. I take it you're a Ford guy?
Yeah, I like Fords.
Nice. Very cool.
Yeah, my first car was a little Ford, my very first car. No power steering.
An Escort?
It was a Fiesta.
Or Fiesta. Okay.
Fiesta.
Yeah, Fiestas were global. Fiestas everywhere. So yeah.
Yeah, Ford Fiesta. Yeah.
Nice.
It had 4 gears and a massive steering wheel that was really skinny with no power steering.
Oh yeah, that's the way you get it done.
Now, just to get back to GT7, well, what is your, so we'll stay on the car topic, what is your dream car? Money's not an issue. What
Mustang.
kind of car? Really?
GT500, yeah. The 1969 one, though. 69.
Oh, all right. So old muscle car.
I would go old. If I could afford one of those, and I think they're about 130k here, I would buy one tomorrow.
Wow.
And I would daily that car, because if I could afford to buy it, I'd be able to afford to daily it.
That's right.
And I wouldn't care about the maintenance. I would get that maintained every week, every month, whatever
you had to do. Okay.
Whatever I had to do. Yeah.
Now, you said you don't do dailies much. You're into league racing. Do you do manual nations at all?
So I don't normally, because my schedule, having 5 kids, is busy. And so I can't commit a lot of the time, because you can only race on certain times and certain days, and sometimes I just can't do it. But I have promised my friend Papayoso, who's the Argentinian driver that I race with, that I would do the Manu championship this time around. So I will get in there. I didn't do the first race.
Okay.
I'll try and get into the second one.
And you are going with Lamborghini?
You going with Lambo?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Lamborghini, yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
So we should probably touch base on Manu. Saturday was race 1 of 6. We were in Spain at Catalunya. Jimbo, how did you end up doing?
First race. I think we all came in a little underprepared, because they're like, here you go, and everybody waited because they thought there was going to be a BOP change, because the Porsche is OP right now.
And Citroen Group 4 is OP.
And the Citroen, and nothing. So none of us really practiced, or chose cars. So Friday night? We all got on and finished up choosing cars. I ended up going with Porsche, which seems like a basic bitch move. It sort of was, but fuck you guys.
It's a great car. It is. It's a great car. I love that thing.
It's a great car. It drives great. It was the fastest car that I drove in practice.
He uses an iPhone too, so he's a sheep.
I do use an iPhone because its security is safer.
I use an iPhone because I'm a sheep.
Yeah, So I'd use the Audi. I didn't mind the Audi. It was the second fastest car. But also, I haven't had a ton of practice, so I was like, I'm going to go for the easy car to drive. Got into the first race. Toby and I were dropping down the qualifying listing as quickly as each other was qualifying. He was in a different lobby, and he's like, qualified 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. 12th. Like we just literally kept dropping down at the same rate. It was hilarious. So I think I qualified 12th or 13th. Was making fairly good progress, and then around lap 14 or 15, this dude had a fairly bad connection. I got past him, came into T1. Smashed into the back of me at T1. At T2, he smashed into the side of me at T2, and he just kept on driving.
That's just ridiculous.
Jesus.
Yeah. So I ended up finishing P14, P15, or P16, something like that, way down there.
They need to sort that out, man.
Yeah. Sent him a message. Well, number one, he was on a PS4. Stop.
No.
Stop with that. Do not mix PS4 drivers with PS5 drivers.
Yeah. Just split us. And make the lobbies bigger.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was like, get a better, this is me, get a better internet connection. and buy a PlayStation 5. And then maybe you won't hit people.
You should send him one. There you go. Get better.
Sent a video of him smashing into me. And he said, "Oh, what are you, retarded for making a remark like that?" And I was like, "Oh, you're going to say that? Fine." Reported him, and something has happened to him. Not sure what, but Sony has gone after him. So don't call people retarded, and don't call them shitty either, because you will get banned.
You're going to get banned, and all the games you paid for, you're never going to get them back.
Nope.
So I walked away because I was a little pissed. Took some time, came back. Mike was on by then. Toby was off. He's like, "Fuck this shit. I'm not racing this again." And qualified 12th again. Oh, no. Qualified 10th this time. Qualified better. Figured out that I need to actually look through the corners. Ended up having a great race. I sort of, again, because I race looking forward and not behind, I missed the last U when you go up the uphill straightaway into the hard left-hand hairpin, and then you go through that tight U before you finish up the last sector. Mm-hmm. I went a little wide and came back in, and Peppo Roland was behind me, and I sort of ran into him and cut him off. I didn't even know he was there, quite honestly. Apologized to him. He said that was no problem. Went on and just got faster and faster and faster. Had a great race with this other dude who must not be a good racer, or there's something wrong because you can't message him. You know, he's one of those guys. Had a great race with him back and forth down the straightaway, and then ended up in 6th place because I did the correct strategy, which was hard to mediums. So
that's
did
good.
Well.
Finishing 6th. Get some good points doing that.
And I was ranked 16th in the lobby, so I got really good points out of it.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good result.
How'd you do there, Todd?
First race qualified 7th. I think 41.5. I from 1st through 8th or 10th, I think was within a half second of each other. Started on the mediums thinking I would get a jump, which was the wrong stretch. Should have started on the hards. And then did the mediums, so I was caught with people and racing, and we just couldn't get out of our own way, running horrible lap times. Should have been running mid to low 41s. Or 42s, excuse me, high 41s, never got there. Well, couple, but it would be a 42.3, then a 43.5 as people are racing and doing stupid shit. So which slowed us down. So ended up finishing 12th. Second race started on the hards where I should have started on the mediums. And again, same thing, just got caught with people, qualified 10th. Got caught with people racing. That race, I managed to finish 7th somehow. And yeah, I got hit by this guy, Kevin, I think 5 times I counted. He rear-ended me and kept hitting me and shit. So yeah, just again in the McLaren, just got to find some pace in that car and some consistency. So, a little more practice. Hopefully should get there in that car. I like the car, but just not consistent enough with it yet. So that was in my I'm doing this on my backup account because again I didn't feel too good in this car right off the bat. But yeah, so got a P7. Toby, how'd you do?
Well, yeah. So to finish your story on the qualifying, yeah, I think I ended up qualifying 13th or something like that. I felt pretty good with mine, even though I only finished 11th. But considering the lobby, I started on mediums just because I wasn't sure how long the tires would last. Since it's the Mercedes, I'm in the AMG. Since it's a heavy car, it was pretty drama-free for the most part. except for the first lap or two, maybe. But I felt good about it just because of the consistency that I was running. No penalties or crashes or spin outs or anything. So
Yeah, I think I had 4 or 5 penalties on my first race, so that obviously too didn't help either.
I had a spin in my first race, which really put me in a spot that I shouldn't have put in. I take full responsibility for that. Full responsibility for being a dumbass and not driving correctly.
So I took my
Hey,
money
it
and
happens to
ran.
the best of us.
That's racing.
What about you, Mike?
Well, I did second slot, qualified fifth. I probably could have done a bit better. The top 5 in my lobby were all with under 1/10. So
Yeah, that was
kind of
cool to
tight.
see. That was.
Yeah, 0.08 from first to fifth. So we were all pretty tight. And then I'd started on the hards. I think a bunch of people around me were on mediums, obviously. Just a couple hards, but got overtaken a bit on the first lap by 1 or 2 cars just because the tire difference and whatnot. But kept with, and then pitted, came out, just plugged away, made a couple really good little moves, and pulled away from people. I got stuck behind one guy for a couple laps. I just couldn't get the right run to get around him, and when I finally did, I left him in the dirt. But I was doing a second faster than most people, so I just pushed the fast laps the whole way to the end and finished fifth still. Nice, good lap race, and I said, one and done. Thank you. I'll take that. No injuries, no issues, so I'll start with that with a decent little point grab at the start. So, yeah. It was,
that's basically what I did too.
It was
I got my
just
6th place and kept it.
Nothing super exciting race, just a kind of good, consistent, smooth, no real mistakes or anything like that. I don't think I got any penalties. I just ran a good, smooth race, and it paid. Pretty much everybody behind was way, way behind. I was, maybe a second or two here and there. I might have less mistakes. I would have possibly got, slight little mistakes. Nothing serious by any means. A little too hot to the corner, so lose a little bit here and there. But yeah, overall, good race. So. Looking forward for the rest of the season with no real issues.
Were we at this Saturday?
We're going to be at Fuji at the short course, which is basically the full course without the little chicane at the bottom of the hill. And
that
is
machinery. What, 10 laps? Is that correct?
Yeah, 10-lap sprint on the hard tires.
Ugh. Come on, PD.
Yeah.
Same old stuff, man.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, we want at least a minimum half hour. Most races should be 40 to 45 minutes.
Yeah, for the big things like the manufacturers or Nations Cup, it should be longer. At least an hour. I think an hour, man.
So do I, but at least 45. And with the way they're doing it this time, it's only on Saturday. People have a full week to practice, and it's on a weekend. So the short sprint races, so frustrating. Because if you get taken out,
the thing is, they don't do anything even with the tire wear. It's like hards, do something, or even increase the fuel as well, like fuel and tires. Like get us managing it.
Correct. Give us some strategy.
Because you're not actually proving if you're a fast racer. If you're fast over one lap, great. But are you good at managing your tires and fuel?
Correct.
That makes a difference.
That's the test. Exactly.
Well, and this is what I've always said. I'm way better at racing than I am at qualifying. I'm not a qualifier. I suck at qualifying.
Even me. Yeah, I'm like Valentino Rossi. I'm rubbish at qualifying. Come race day, though, I'm good to go.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I can't do shit. I always feel like I'm slow when I'm qualifying. I'm just slow at qualifying.
Yeah.
Get to the race, I will make up spots. I will do that. I mean, how many races have we been in where that's exactly what I do? But God damn it, it's frustrating because
Well, a sprint race like this Saturday coming up Fuji, if somebody does happen to take you out going into turn one, you're not catching.
No, it's
in 10 or 9 or 8 laps, whatever you have left if you spin. Yeah. So, please, please, please make these races, longer. So you have
Longer
a
with
chance.
more tactics, more racetrack involved.
Exactly. So people have a chance to do something if they were to be taken. And give us heavy damage, too, please.
Yes.
Heavy
yes,
damage
please.
definitely is. I know you mentioned it in the last podcast, so I won't go over it too much, but it will just stop that mentality of I'm just going to smash you off the track.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So where do you see GT7 right now, JK? What improvements would you like to see or implemented?
So I'd like them to bring in some of the new race cars that are currently in circulation at the moment in the GT3 world and the GT2 world, Le Mans. Bring some of the up-to-date cars in. I'd like them to introduce some more real-life tracks, like we mentioned earlier as well, around Silverstone, Misano, China GP. That's what I'd like to see. But other than that, I do think the game is in a good place. A couple of improvements, and not less so much about adding content, but more fixing some of the frustrations, I think. And it's not just me, I think a lot of people have these frustrations. The matchmaking for dailies is ridiculous. Like I mentioned earlier, I was A+, and I entered a manufacturer's thing, and I think I raced once, and then I had to quit, and then I didn't race for the other ones, and it tanked my DR down to, I think it was halfway down to A, and then
DR reset.
And so then I thought, okay, it won't take me too long to get back to A+, but actually it wasn't my pace that was the problem. My pace was fine. It was I just couldn't finish the race without someone smacking me off the track, and in the end, I got frustrated to the point where I was like, well, I don't listen. Everyone that knows me knows I'm fast, so it's not anything. I don't need to prove anything to anybody. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And yes, it looks nice to have A+, but I just got it into my head. You know what? I don't actually give a fuck if I'm A+ or A or B or C. I care that the driver that I'm racing against, I don't smash him off the track, and that I'm having fun. And so, racing in the leagues that I'm in are fun. And, the drivers around me have enough respect for each other to know that we're all quick. It doesn't matter about what my DR says.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I would like them to fix the matchmaking, because it is frustrating. I don't know what they'll do to fix it. I think the way they do the points around increasing your DR needs addressing, because it encourages desperation. And I know you mentioned it in the last podcast, so again I won't mention it too much now. But you lose so many points for really stupid reasons. Whereas if they sort of fix that, you'd avoid this desperation of the person that's in 10th is desperate to get into 9th so they don't lose DR. And so if they catch up with the person in 9th, they're just going to smash them off the track, knowing that they're going to now keep DR.
Yeah, and I think that's a huge thing, because it's like if you I'm okay with it being difficult to gain points, but it being so easy to lose points, that's the biggest issue.
Yeah, and like I said, it encourages this sense of desperation in races.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is these guys are desperately, and we all sort of feel that way. It's like you're desperately trying to keep hold of these points because they are so difficult to get.
Yeah. And again, the way they do the matchmaking is around your lap time. Well, I might be really good at a time trial where I can put in a really quick lap, but I can't race. I don't know how to race closely to the car in front and still be quick. Meaning, I'd brake maybe 10 yards before the normal braking zone, or I lift off and coast, then brake, managing the distance to the car in front. People that just do the time trial and then go out and race, they don't have those skill sets, and that's where you get these dive bombs and
they don't. They think their brake marks are the same spot everywhere, even though they're carrying 3 or 4 more miles an hour into a high-speed braking zone and dirty air in front of them shit like that. Yeah, they don't take any of that shit into consideration.
Well, that's how I feel about when they do like the the qualifying for the GT Olympics. And it's not qualifying for the GT Olympics. It's how fast can you set a time? And you get these guys that nobody knows who can qualify fast, but they always do dog shit in the racing because that's all they are. They're guys that do time trial.
Yeah, absolutely. But the thing is, what's the science behind it? What are you going to do to improve it? And the answer is, I don't know what the answer is. I mean, the community does a good job in sifting out those sorts of things. You know, I'll just use PHG as an example, just because it's the first one that came to my head. You know, they've got a whole stewarding system. So post race, people can put tickets in. You also got people that are reviewing the footage as well, and it encourages them to police the driving behaviours of people. But they can't do that from a game of mass population of millions of people. Maybe AI can play a part in it. AI is getting so much better now. Maybe you could look at that. It can monitor everyone's brake input, accelerating input, and then dish out via AI penalties, whether that's a ban from daily race B for 6 hours or 1 hour or 30 minutes. Who knows? But it's the policing part. I think we all know that it's a frustration. I think that's a lot of the time. You know, when you are serious about sim racing and you want to cut all the bullshit out, you do look for community-based leagues or community-based lobbies where you get that sense of racing with people knowing that you're not going to get fucked straight off the track when you come to the first braking zone.
Correct. Yeah, that's, again, why lobby racing, league racing is so popular, because it can police itself and get rid of the bad apples that are in it. Whereas dailies, you're just racing with Joe Schmo, and again, you don't know if the kid's 10 years old and has no idea of race etiquette or whatever.
Yeah.
And so it can be very, very frustrating.
And even that, like, even if you are someone that is really fast on time trial but not really great at racecraft, if you join a lobby or join a season or join a league, and you're being pulled up by the steward saying that what you did there was wrong, they're either going to take it one way or the other. They're either going to go, no, fuck you, I'm going to keep doing it. Or they're going to go, oh, okay, how can I work on making that better? And so, in turn, you're making that person a better driver and a better sportsman within sort of sim racing.
Correct.
Or they say, fuck you, and then they don't turn up again. So you win either way. It is a win-win situation. You know, and you know, I've had stewards deem that I've done something wrong, and I don't agree with it. But there's no reason for me to argue it. You've reviewed it. You felt that was the right thing to do. I'll swallow it and I'll carry on. I'll know next time.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? And it's
100%.
being that humble as well. You just need to know that, you know, no one's out here trying to do anyone's legs in here. You know, we just want fair, nice racing. And if someone's deemed that what you did was wrong, own it. Whether you think it was right or wrong, it doesn't really matter now. The decision's been made. You know, you see F1 drivers or Le Mans drivers when they get penalties or stop or go, you know, they deal with it. All right, they might have a moan behind closed doors with their friends and family or other race or other team members, but, you know, out there in the ether or out there in the world, they'll just say, yeah, it is what it is.
Exactly.
Because in the end, it is what it is.
Yep.
It is what you're not going to change it. You're not going to change it. What's the point of me arguing with the steward that, well, I think you're wrong? They're going to turn around and say, well, I think I'm right. But I mean, just go around in circles. It's pointless.
Yeah. And speaking Friday in NRL, no tickets.
Ooh.
Yeah.
For Friday. Yeah.
So
you up to the drivers.
You didn't have a review of your little incident with Corridor?
I looked at it. Corridor came in and said he apologized and he was going to look at it and all that good stuff. I figured I still got third. I went in a little hot into that. I missed my breaking point and went a little hot into the last one. Missed the apex a little bit, but so I mean, I call it a racing incident. Not too big of a deal. I'm still in the finals and starting second in the finals, so No harm, no foul.
And I mean, racing is a contact sport
Mm-hmm.
in many ways. You know, you are going to get some knocks. You are going to get some rubbing.
Yeah,
you are
it's
going to
gonna
get
happen.
someone.
Rubbing is racing.
But that's
And I know
racing.
corridor too. It wasn't
Right.
on purpose or anything like that. So
No,
yeah.
no.
I'm
Like
cool
there
with
was
it.
I did the IRO sprint, not last week, or was it before? We're at Laguna Seca, and I was racing Rick Shear for first position, and we went from the top of the corkscrew down, and I tapped him, and I mean it was a slight tap, and it slightly knocked him. So I eased off the accelerator and was like, well, that was not deliberate at all.
Right.
So just take the spot back. I mean, something else happened where he didn't in the end, because he got knocked off. He got slightly knocked off the track. But you know, it's the etiquette there. You know, I didn't want him to think that I did something wrong. And I spoke to him after the race, and you know, he said, no, I know that's not the way you drive, and you know, it was just racing. We were racing hard.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because we were the top 3 scale, myself and Corridor, and we had a great battle throughout that race on Friday. And yeah, it was just the last couple laps, and I spun and was able to recover and keep my 3rd place. And yeah, I was in 2nd before that. But all in all,
And the more regularly you get like with the NRL, for example, the more regularly you get with the NRL or any league or season that you jump into, you start to learn all the drivers and who the drivers are.
Yeah,
And you become
exactly.
the community in themselves. So you know that, all right, you know, JK, you know, he does like to do a last minute dive up the inside on the last corner of every lap. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So you know that's what I'm going to do. You learn what I'm going to
Their
do.
traits.
Yeah, exactly.
The drivers will have traits, and you learn those. And if it's the first time you're racing with these people, sometimes these incidents happen.
Mm-hmm.
But the more you race with each other, the more you understand, and the more forgiving you become of the other driver, but the more you understand. Okay, I know exactly what you're going to do. A good example in real life is Max Verstappen. You always hear F1 drivers talk about Max Verstappen is an aggressive driver. You have to watch yourself. You know, and they know
Right.
that's his trait.
Yep.
Whether it's right or wrong is not a discussion here. It's the fact that that's his trait.
Yes,
Yeah, exactly.
that's how he drives,
It is.
Yeah.
which I like. Jimbo hates.
I fucking hate.
I've liked him the longer he's
Dale.
gone on.
Yeah,
I like
in his
him
older years,
as I like
He's
him.
more mature.
I like him personally, like as a person. He seems like a really great, and that's what everybody says about him is he's just a good guy.
Yeah.
On track, he is Formula One Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah. Okay. I hear what you're saying.
corner.
Which
It's his real estate.
It's always my corner. It's never your corner. I am going to push you off track because I am, you know, Dale Earnhardt, Max Verstappen, however you want to put it. I don't like that kind of racing.
But then, you know, if I was a race car driver and someone was trying to bully me, do you know what? Go on, smack me off the track. You'll come off the track too. At some point, you'll know that you can't bully me because we're both going to crash. Lewis Hamilton did that to him a little bit, to be fair.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah, when they
you're
had
not
that battle
bullying
that
me.
year. Yeah.
Yeah. You're not bullying me. I will push you off just as much as you push me off. And you know, and sometimes you give people too much respect. Does that make sense? So you need to be. You can't be bullied or pushed over at all.
I am definitely not a person to be bullied or pushed over at all. That's my personality.
Yeah, and mine too. And with Max Verstappen, I didn't really like him at the start, but he definitely grew on me to the point where I quite like him. And I like the fact that he's calling F1 out.
Yeah,
in this season, saying this is fucking
Absolutely.
ridiculous. What the fuck are you lot doing?
Yep.
And do you know what? Half of me wants him to leave to get F1 to fucking sort
Yeah, I
itself
want to
out.
see so. Yeah,
Because I think F1's a fucking joke.
Yes.
If I'm completely honest with you.
It is.
And-
it is right now
and
for sure.
I'll give you another example of a driver that I didn't like, but I loved him at the end. Sebastian Vettel. I couldn't stand him.
Right? Same.
I
I
couldn't
thought
stand
he
him,
was a
especially when he was
cocky
at Red Bull.
POS. Yep.
Yeah, but when he went to Ferrari and he started to become a funny guy, and you could just see his personality coming out. I was like, actually, I really like him, and I think he changed a lot of people's opinions as well in the later part of his year when he was at Ferrari and then when he was at Aston Martin.
Yep.
But while we're on the subject of F1, I can't stand F1 this season. And the thing that fucks me off the most about F1, right, is every sort of 5 to 6 years they say, all right, we're changing all the regulations to make the cars more closer. Well, hang on a fucking minute. The cars are within a half a second of each other from fucking first to 20th.
Yeah.
So why the fuck are you doing it? And I think it's designed. I think it's engineered. And the reason being is they claim it's to make it more competitive. But if you look through the years, it's never happened. It becomes competitive 3 or 4 years down the regulation change.
Exactly.
And I think that's done by design. Because, and hear me out, and it's a bit of a mad one, right? You got Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull, McLaren as the sort of top manufacturers.
Yeah.
They're the top manufacturers, and for a regulation change, 1 or 2 of them will get it right. Yeah, and everyone else will fuck it up. They will fuck it up, and so for 2 to 3 years, you will have, I don't know, 2 cars that are within half a second of each other. The third car, depending on the weather and the track, they'll be thereabouts, but they'll guarantee third, but there might be half a second a lap slower throughout the race. And then the rest of the cars are fucking awful. They're a second behind.
They're
half a second. And that happens every regulation change.
Yep.
But what they're doing there is they're in the design of F1 is they're keeping the top manufacturers. It doesn't matter if it's Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull. They're keeping them at the top, while all the other manufacturers then have to play catch up. And then after 5 years, when Williams, Sauber, which is not Sauber anymore, it's Audi, when they've figured out, oh, actually, this is what you need to do with that. This is how we need to do the powertrain, and they become within half a second of then the front cars.
They change the regulations.
We need to do a regulation change because we want to make it more competitive. Fuck off! It's competitive now.
Oh yeah.
So I think there's definitely some design in that to keep those manufacturers, and they don't care which one of those manufacturers get it right.
If
they don't care.
Mercedes or Ferrari, they don't.
Yeah, they don't care, but as long as it's them,
correct.
You can't. They don't want Williams at the top, or Audi
Alpine,
or Cadillac.
Yeah, they don't want a smaller team. Yes, at the top. They
don't want a customer team that are buying like Audi. What is Audi buying Mercedes or Ferrari engines? I can't remember now, but they're not developing their own engine. Is what I'm trying to say. Cadillac have got Ferrari, I think.
Yep, Ferrari, yeah.
Haas has got a Ferrari engine. They don't want those ones there. And Ferrari, imagine having a Ferrari engined customer car beating the Ferrari manufacturer car.
The team, can't have that.
No.
Yeah, I agree. F1 is in a bad spot right now, like really bad spot.
It's really bad, and they need to get rid of the electric part. We've got Formula E.
Exactly.
Yes. Give us the V8s or the V10s,
please.
And the thing is, if you want to make them, carbon footprint lower, that's fine. We've got synthetic fuel.
Yeah.
Use that.
Exactly.
And the other thing is the carbon footprint for F1. If you think of like the FIFA World Cup is every 4 years, and the carbon footprint on that far exceeds a whole season of F1.
Yeah, but
okay, so the carbon footprint of F1 is huge because they fly everything everywhere.
Yeah. Do your transportation better.
Your little tiny, we're going to use electric and use sustainable fuel. Is that plane using sustainable fuel?
No. It's using jet fuel that no one can get at the moment.
It's the biggest bullshit in the world. I'm like,
but even if you look at Formula E, if you look behind the scenes, there's tons and tons of diesel generators charging these batteries.
Yeah. Well, and you're not using electric trucks to take him to the track, are you?
No.
Could be doing all that stuff to make it better.
Yeah. The thing with Formula One is all that technology eventually trickles down into the consumer car, and we're trying to make everything more sustainable. So they can do it in Formula One. We'll get that technology, whether it be 5 or 10 years, and it's all BS.
By the way,
Nobody wants it.
Audi has created their own engine.
Oh, they
Oh, have
did.
they?
Using yes, they use.
Oh, okay. My
And
mistake.
what's sort of crazy is Audi's doing fairly well, and their
Yeah,
engine
they are
has
doing
been
well.
reliable, which probably
Audi was always going to do well.
yeah.
You know, they don't go into something half-assed.
No.
They-
You
You
know,
know, they're here to win. You know, and they might not win now, but I reckon in the next couple of years they will be a manufacturer that is dominant.
Well, wasn't
yeah.
Porsche going to get into F1 until they saw the regulations, and then they were like, "Fuck that, we don't."
Yeah, but Porsche is part of the Volkswagen Audi group. Though, isn't it?
They are, but they were just like, we'll let
I
Audi handle it.
think what they were doing was choosing the brand that somebody would buy quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Audi's
Yeah.
the more affordable brand. Volkswagen is the economy brand.
Yeah.
So they wanted to do it a kick up to encourage Audi sales also.
And that's what they do. I mean, Ford do it all the time, don't they? They enter. I mean, Ford is now producing the engines for Red Bull. It's not. They're not stupid. They know now that Ford is going to have stickers all over a car, and eventually they'll start winning because Red Bull are a top team and they will get it right at some point.
Well, that's like putting Toyota on the Haas.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's the ridiculous thought that electricity is somehow carbon proof when significant amounts of coal are still used in Europe and the United States and all across the world. Significant amounts, like you said, of diesel are being used to charge these electric cars.
Yeah, and the environmental impact of digging up the minerals just to make a
Yes.
And that's the next thing is the minerals that are being dug up to make a battery are all dug up by diesel equipment or equipment that is powered by electricity that
and then
is
traveled
produced-
by a boat powered by diesel.
I think you have to go
Refinery.
to like 4 continents to get everything.
And
Yeah,
refining it all.
Yeah, for all the mining. So yeah.
So sorry, your ridiculous statement that your electric car is better for the environment is wrong.
It's a bigger
it's
money
bollocks.
grab.
It's
It
just
is.
bollocks.
It is.
And the thing is,
it's a money grab.
I don't know who said it about F1's technology going into modern day cars. I
was
don't
me.
even think that's the case now. Like if you think about, okay, so they put turbos in between the V, don't they, of the engine? Is that right? Or they were, maybe not now, but that's what they were doing. They haven't put that in a road car.
running the turbos.
AMGs, the AMG Black Series and stuff, they have the turbos there. But again, that's their logic is F1 technology trickles down to the
But I don't think it does anymore. Like it did before. But all right, who can afford a Black Series AMG?
Exactly.
Yeah, no.
1% of the population.
Well,
Yeah.
I speak for
You know, and
myself.
Yeah, you know. But on top of that, like you've got the regen part of the battery. So when they break, it regens the batteries. You know, the exhaust also regens the batteries. That's not coming to cars. You get a small bit of regen, tiny amounts, and actually they're pushing people to electric only, so it doesn't even matter. I just think it's all bollocks. I think
It is.
30 years ago, yeah, you know, or even 40 years ago, ABS, I mean, for example, came from F1.
Yeah, carbon ceramic brakes, all that stuff.
All those things did, but all the stuff now, no. And the thing is, like with any technology, you peak. There's only so much you can do before there's nothing else for you to do. Like, I mean, look at the iPhone. The iPhone's barely changed over the years because it's peaked. That type of technology's peaked. All right, you can make the battery thinner and the screen thinner and maybe brighter or bigger or fold up. But ultimately, we need something else to replace the phone, whether that's a contact lens or a chip in your head or a pair of glasses. Who knows? Who knows what that piece of technology is going to be?
Correct.
It's peaked. I think the technology in cars has peaked. What we're looking at now is how to make them sustainable. That should be the technology we're looking at, not changing what they're doing.
Yep.
I agree.
Me too.
And on that bombshell.
Woo, baby. Wow, this was a great episode. This was fun.
Thanks, JK.
Yeah,
Really
thank you
I
for
really
joining
appreciate.
us.
Thank you so much for letting me come in and talk to you guys, and bring some etiquette in here from the UK.
I know we need it.
Oh yeah, we do.
We do.
But
We definitely do.
yeah, if you have me back, I'll come back anytime, guys.
Oh,
I really
you have
awesome.
an open invite.
You have an open invite. If for some reason at 6 p.m. in the UK, you're like, I've got nothing to do, you were
Just
welcome
jump
to
in.
just jump in.
Jump
If
in.
you
Yeah,
see
if
we're
it's
on,
on.
just jump in. You were.
Every
I
Sunday.
appreciate you guys. I'll definitely do that, 100%.
Yeah.
And I've got you guys on PlayStation now, so I'll see you in some lobbies. I'll definitely join in.
Please do. Please do. You're
Yeah.
always welcome. We say that to everybody, and if we say it to you, we mean it.
Nah, appreciate it,
You're
man.
part of the
Thanks so much.
PDX fam, so
That's right.
Guess what?
VR
If
Mafia.
we haven't said it to you,
yeah, PR Mafia.
just gonna
Yeah.
Yep. Thanks everybody for
be
tuning
more
in.
funny.
Check us out next
More
Monday. Hovercraft will be joining us, and the finals will be here
Yeah,
for NRL. So
Championship.
we'll be talking that.
Hovercraft's
And
a great guy.
Hovercraft's got a couple announcements that he's been working on, so we'll be dropping that
Alright.
info as well. So
And let's not forget NRL League Championship
Yep.
races coming this Saturday. What are the times, Sean?
I think 10 a.m. it begins.
1
Pacific
a.m.
Standard Time.
Eastern. 1 a.m. Eastern.
So,
Middle of the fucking night in the UK.
yep.
It's when it
You're
is.
in the middle of the night. That's right.
Well, it's evening time.
I'll be there to watch it.
Yeah, it should be good. It'll be
7
fun. It's
o'clock
going to
or
be
whatever.
very difficult. Very difficult. So,
More
40
excited.
laps.
ton of practice
Check good
in.
news.
Especially driving that damn car. Can't see shit. All right, guys. We will see you next Monday. Peace.